All right, guys. Finishing up on the helmet. Um, I should have shown you, but I forgot about it. I was just trying to get this thing done. This thing's kicking my butt. The soldering. If you're going 24 gauge and you just cut out that soldering shit and you get a MIG welder, 24 gauge, 22 gauge, nice and thick, you can tack, and then shape it, pound it, and shape it. But usually I cut a square. This would be good if you did 16 by 16, and you can pull up with this. This is the corner of the square, the 16 by 16 square, and then you cut up all four corners, and then in between, enough to where you get a nice little space at the top of your head. You can measure it if you want, and then you can blacksmith it. But this one, I want to try something else and piece it together, which was easier piecing together, but if you have the clamps, um, and then you can piece it together. But I actually had to make a custom clamp over there. Let me see if I can zoom it. There they are. There they are. Look at those long suckers. But anyways, you know, but that's if you got like a shop like mine. But this is just a little side corner one. My old shop was amazing. Anyways, covers the back of the head, portable ground, copper folded, and then wrapped around and soldered. And now I'm shun guiding. Underneath, I shun guided. Or did I paint it? No, I shun guided it. And shun guided and flex seal. And then inside, because the two helmets came apart after I was done with it, because the old soldering melted when I welded. And so, who cares? You just have to lap. You make a tight seal. You don't have to weld all the way. Um, and then I used black caulking, the seal stuff. Make sure you give nice gaps, and twirl around the helmet. Slid it in, and then that will give the helmet air gaps in between. Air gaps is also a part of shielding as well. As far as penetration goes, when they try to penetrate and hammer your freaking head, you must understand, shield your brain because, see, what they're trying to do is degenerate, degrade, or destroy and freaking and tear apart your brain. And I seen brain scans from people that it was just their brain was degenerating, and you could see the color just losing the colors in the scans, and I was like, wow, that's what they do to us, and that's why a lot of people are they're not really, they're tapped out, sort of tapped out, controlled, um, and that's why you get stuck inside their program, where you can't seem to get out, and you just want to be left alone and try to focus on things like I can. Uh, um, and they keep you in there, and next you're just talking shit. You're just constantly babbling or repeating what they're saying, and they program you because you're not wearing glasses. Because you got to understand that wheel, that third eye. I don't know if you see it, but when you got your eyes closed, that little dot, that right there. When I looked in the sun one time, and I noticed that I had lineup bars, just like a CD, around my freaking eyes, just like where a laser would connect to, and it would load that CD, because maybe that's why that wheel turns just like a fucking CD. That's why it seems like you're set on a program, this month, and then another month, or this day, and the next day is something different, and it rambles and it goes on and just blah 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 blah, something different. I think I ran through all the programs, but from what I noticed and from what I caught that day was those lineup bars, and plus when you look at the damn thing, clear as I can, it looks like a freaking CD lineup bar where they just upload it and then play it. Technology has gone that far, seriously. And I noticed the programs, and I think I ran all the way through them. where they had to start all over again. And I'm going, I remember this. And if you notice, you will notice that that's what they do is repeat things. They try to get you on the same track, just like them. You know, whether they're real or not, they're programmed. And they're programmed or programs. Or I think they're programmed, really, honestly. They have feelings just like us and everything, but they're more sensitive. You know, as far as I'm concerned, they're controlled and programmed and stuff. And they're trying to program you to just do whatever. That's where you need to be careful. Be careful with, you know, what you think. That's why you need to shield your eyes, shield your ears, shield your brain. I mean, out of anything. And your heart too, but I mean, that would be a plus. Do it, or literally, it's going to get really bad